Hello everyone, I just wanted to give you a little idea of how I start my day, how I do different things during the day, just how joyful my life is. I just wanted to share it with you. So the first thing I use in the morning is my Vitamix blender, and it's amazing. It can chop up just about anything. I usually do frozen fruit, bananas, protein powder, chia seeds, and almond milk, all sorts of things. And it's just so delicious. And then over here I have my Nama juicer, Nama, and I've been through so many juicers in my life, and this one is absolutely the best one that I've ever had. So I highly recommend it. It just brings out the most beautiful juice with all the vitamins, and you can use the pulp to make veggie patties or for compost, all sorts of things. So wonderful. I also use a magic bullet as well if I have smaller amounts, or it doesn't have to be quite as powerful as my Vitamix blender. Then right here I have some alfalfa sprouts that are draining out in my dishes drain, and it has a little netting on the front so it can drain, and those should be done in about a day or two. I also put them in the sun. I filter all my water. I'm not real fond of city water. And then over here is my coffee station. I have all these things set out. I like easy in the morning. I just like everything to go smoothly, because I also like to meditate and journal and read some uplifting scripture or any kind of uplifting books to get my day started on a positive note. And this, I like to have everything set up so I don't have to think about it. And then I usually have oatmeal with blueberries, chia seeds, hemp seeds, wheat germ, homemade coconut yogurt, honey, and cinnamon. And it is absolutely delicious. Over here we have my tea station, and this is where I keep my tea bags. Also some decorative things just to keep it pretty over here. And next to it is my slant board. This is a wonderful tool that you can slant your feet on and then do squats and things, and it's really good for your ankles, knees, calves, thighs, everything. And then over here I have my aloe. It's a beautiful part of the day coming in my window right now. I use the gel of this for my face and smoothies. I've started some little carrots from Carrot Tops in the fridge. And these little scraggly things are some butternut seeds that were really struggling in water, so I'm trying to revive them. And this is my basil plant. Now I usually have more herbs inside, but I have a garden started outside with all sorts of things. And then this is my beautiful view. I can see 35 miles from my studio apartment. Absolutely gorgeous. This is my plants. I love my plants. I have, in particular, this plant, the spider plant. Theory has it that it can take all negativity out of your apartment, out of your home, as far as energy is concerned, and it also takes toxins out of the air in general. So, love my plants. Here I have an air purifier, which is very, very handy in the spring and summer when the pollen is high where I live. And then this is my oil diffuser, so I can put lavender oil, rose oil, all sorts of things in there to make the place smell nice. This is my library. I have yoga books and Tai Chi books in there. I have music books and the books by Tim Ferriss, wonderful motivational speaker. And then this is some toe separators. You put your toes in here and have your toes wider so that your balance is better. And then over here I have one of my yoga mats. I have two. And this one, see if I can get it in a little closer for you. See that middle thing? That's a Velcro strap so it doesn't unfurl when you're carrying it. And the other 2 circles on there has a strap on it so that you can actually carry it on your shoulder. And I walk to my yoga class, so that's very, very handy. And then we'll come over here to a beautiful gardenia that I brought in this morning from the community garden here. And then I have a little beautiful thing next to that. And my word of the year is consistency. So I have that where I can see it easily every morning. And then here I have a copper with inside of some special stones that take the ETF out of the air from any electronics around here. And then this is my vision board. And as you can see, most of it's yoga. I'm working on these still, but it sure is a lot of fun learning them and practicing them and getting a little better every day. And then this is my Tai Chi picture. I have a 108 form and a 24 form that I work on. And we come over here, and this picture my daughter painted. She's an amazing artist. And then next to that is my little doggie that passed last year, and I like to look at her every day. So there she is. And then we come up here, and my Tai Chi master had a wonderful book, and this outline of all of the steps in the long form, the 108, is here. And I have this here to honor my master every day, just to look at that and think of him. And then over here I have some exercise equipment. I have Pilates ring, 45-pound weight, a tibia lift, and a foam roller for when my muscles are sore. And then below I have a 10-pound weight, a 3-pound weight, and a 5-pound weight. And then I have a kettlebell. So one more thing I want to show you here. I'm going to take you back to the house and show you this last thing I wanted to share today. And that would be my pull-up bar. And it's on the bathroom door because it wouldn't fit the other ones. But this part right here is where I do my pull-ups. And I also dead hang from here. And I'm up to 30 seconds dead hang. Doesn't sound like much, but you try it and tell me what you think if you've never tried it. I'm working up to 3 minutes on that. And then on my pull-ups, so I have been using a pull-up machine, and it's wonderful. It makes me feel great. I know what a pull-up feels like, but it's a machine. I really want to do a pull-up without that. And so I'm working up to 1 pull-up, and then my ultimate goal is 15, the same number I do on the pull-up machine at the gym. So I'll take you back over here and let you see this beautiful view as I close the video out. Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? 35 miles, and the sunsets here are absolutely magnificent, as are the sunrises. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a wonderful day. If you want to like, subscribe, and share, that'd be awesome. In any event, I will talk to you soon. Bye.